Hi everyone, so I'm back as promised. I was gonna do a demonstration video on the Motif Twist and its frequency and strength. I do want to say that this pump strangely has a different frequency with the single and double pumping, and by that I mean it doesn't pump as quickly in the double pumping as it does with the single pumping, although the strength doesn't seem to be compromised. I went ahead here and I've got my pump all connected and plugged in. First I didn't show this in my first video, so I will show it. I told you guys, but this pump, as you can see, has a little light on the dial, and then this is your timer. As you lose time, it goes up less and less on the dots. So that's that. And here's our balloon. And then so I'll show you guys the letdown phase and the expression phases. I'm going to start out with the simple letdown phase, and then I'm going to show you guys mid-strength and max strength. I'm going to do that both with the single pumping method and the double pumping method. So this is your letdown in the single. As you guys can see, it has a pull that's pretty quick, and then there's one long draw. It does that too in the double pumping, but it's a little bit slower. So that's the letdown phase. And now we'll go to mid-strength, which is about right there. Still pretty quick. Pulling your balloon in a bit more, as you can see. And I like to do this with the balloon because it shows you guys the frequency pretty well. The videos I found on other pumps didn't really show you the frequency of the pumps, so I thought this was a pretty convenient way to show that. Now I'll show you guys max strength with the single pump. As you can see, it's a bit slower, but it's pulling your balloon in quite a bit. And that's the single. As you can see, it's got pretty good frequency. At max strength, the frequency is about 42 pulls per minute. So when I say pulls, I mean pulling the balloon in. And now we will go on to the double pumping. I can't really hold both flanges, so what I'm just gonna do is cover this side because it makes the pump think it's sucking on something. So here's double. As you can see, it's slowed down quite a bit, but it's still pulling in pretty good. Especially when it does that big long tug, it seems to be pulling in more. Now we'll go on to mid-strength. So as you can see, it's pulling in quite a bit more than it was with the single pumping, which makes me think it has stronger strength when it's in the double pump, but less frequency. And now we'll go to the max strength. As you can see, it's pulling in quite a bit, and a lot slower than it was in the single pump and in the middle of this double pumping. So that's my demonstration. And I will let you guys know, I didn't know if you could hear it while it was down in my lap. So I'm going to let you guys hear it now. This pump is fairly quiet, as you can hear. It's almost quieter than my Spectra pump is, actually. But I did enjoy how quiet it was before I got my Spectra. This is the pump I was using in the middle of the night because I did not want to wake my baby yet. And I also had the pump in style, and I was using a Lactina pump as well that I was renting through somewhere. So now I'm going to just give you my basic review of this pump. Overall, it has great suction strength, and the frequency wasn't my favorite, but it did hit the 42 in the single, but with the double at max strength with my calculations, it only reached about 20 pulls per minute, which really wasn't enough for my breasts to be stimulated. So if I was double pumping, I wouldn't really be able to go over mid-strength, which I didn't really mind because when I went any higher, it felt like it was ripping my nipples off. So there is that. I don't really like this pump compared to my other pumps, but it is a good pump if you're nursing and pumping. I am an exclusive pumper, so I feel like when I was trying to nurse and I was using this pump after nursing, it did a decent job because I had already gone through the letdown from my baby nursing, and it was just essentially taking out what my baby didn't use. It did do that well. I just prefer the higher frequency I get with my Spectra or my Pump and Style Advance. It's a decent little pump. It's quiet. It's hospital grade. It's a closed system, so it's clean. And I do take this pump with me on occasion outside of the house because I don't like to carry around a hefty pump. It's decent pump, just needs a bit more of a frequency to give me what I would like. And I will disclaim, every pump for every woman is different. So if you were to try this pump and you had different thoughts about it, that's completely okay, because as I find, some pumps work better for moms than they do for other people, other moms. Like, some people love the Spectra, some people hate it, some people love the Duo, some people hate it, some people love the pump and style, some people hate it. I have an opinion about all of those pumps, so that's my opinion, and I just wanted to let you guys know it because, as I said in my first video, I couldn't find any video on this pump. So I gave you guys one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.